Hi, my name is Kimberly Exum. I wanted to tell you about a recent lesson that I used some metacognitive strategies with my pre-Kers. I used the strategy of imagery, elaboration, inferencing, and summarizing. First, I used pasta to create imagery to teach them about the life cycles of a butterfly, and I passed out different shaped pasta for each life cycle so that they could feel it and see it and touch it. And then we read a book called The Ant and the Chrysalis. And I said, here's a book about an ant that meets a chrysalis. Raise your hand if you remember what a chrysalis is. And asked my students. And then I said, okay, well, let's read to find out what happens. Then I would read partway through the book, and when it kind of got to the big moment, I said, okay, let's pause and let's what do you think is going to happen next? So that they could predict what would happen next. And then, I said, okay, let's read to discover how the story ends. And we would read, and then we would talk about the book, and then we did a creative writing lesson. And I said, at the end of the story, the ant climbed onto the butterfly's back and they flew away. Where do you think they went? And I have my students create a book that we continue from that book. And as a class, we finished the book. And so each student creates an ending. And so they write or draw and dictate their sentences. And then I create the book. And then they orally come into front of the class and they present their page of the end of the story. So the students are using oral and nonverbal, teaching them how to stand in front of the class and talk and use eye contact and all that good stuff. Thanks.